Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news and now the news in details. Another Buhari's minister in corruption scandals, alleged of 1.2 billion naira project. Another minister under the government of President Muhammadu Buhari has been exposed of corrupt practices as the suspended executive director of operations at the Nigerian Social Investment Fraud. Mrs. Kemi Nelson has accused the Minister of Labour and Productivity, Dr. Chris Ngige, of inserting a fictitious 1.2 billion naira as commission to be paid to contributors of the fund in NSITF budget. Allegations against Ngige is coming at the backdrop of similar corruption allegations against Minister of Niger Delta Godswill Akpabio and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami. In the letter Mrs. Nelson wrote to President Muhammadu Buhari over the management crisis rocking the agency, she accused Ngige of also inserting 5 SUVs in the 2020 budget of the NSITF, among other sundry accusations. Nelson wrote to Buhari after the recent suspension of NSITF's managing director, chief executive officer, and 3 executive directors by Ngige over allegations of corruption. The suspended ED in the letter dated July 9 urged President Muhammadu Buhari to order an independent investigation of allegations leveled against the management of the agency. Nelson described the allegations as unfounded, adding that their suspension was because they opposed fraudulent activities of the minister. It need be reviewed that the minister single-handedly amended the 2020 budget of the NSITF in connivance with his stooge, who is the board chairman, and inserted 1.2 billion naira as commission to contributors who do not require any commission because their contributions are statutory. This is clear evidence of corrupt practice and budget padding. We have no documentary evidence of this. The minister on his own also inserted 5 numbers SUVs into the budget of the NSITF besides the 4-number trust fund vehicle already in his custody. This represents the type of reckless, unaccountable, and corrupt expenditures that the minister engages in and for which we are now being punished because we oppose such misapplications of public funds. Nelson added that appointing a stooge as the board secretary is against the heart establishing the NSITF, as only the board itself can appoint a professional as the board secretary. The minister bluntly disregarded the heart while claiming it was the president who approved such decision. And in clear violations of the law, insisted on hand-picking a board secretary, all in fulfilling a personal agenda. Meanwhile, in a statement announcing the suspensions of the NSITF top management staff, Ngige had claimed that the preliminary investigations against the management established prima facie infractions on the extant financial regulations and procurement act and other acts of gross misconduct. The minister had said during the period of their suspension, the officers will face a joint board and audit investigative panel that had been set up to look into the financial and procurement breaches, as well as gross misconduct in the NSITF from 2016 to date. The gross misconduct has invariably put the contributions of stakeholders in a perilous state. The affected officers have also been directed to hand over to the most senior officers in their respective departments. Trust me, I will keep saying this. All our leaders in Nigeria, they are full of corruption. None of them are clean. So none of them. But the fact is that Jonathan's government may be corrupt, but the present administration is more corrupt than Jonathan's government. It may be corrupt and weak. But the fact is that as the best record of economic growth, the crime and insecurity was not this bad, and also prices of commodities were not as high as it is today. Things are so expensive in the country. Then the question is, what did they really come to change? What is their change? That is the question. Because it looks as if it's just like our peace for violence, our plenty for penury, our progress for retrogressions. How did we get here? How? Nigerians, it's just like we are deteriorating every time. Instead of us to keep going, moving forward. But our government are not helping matters at all. Our government are not helping matters at all. Because I have said it earlier that APC is definitely known as Association of Past Criminals. And Nigerians are watching them. They are corrupted leaders. All they know is just for them to embezzle money. And it is really, really affecting Nigerian revenue. It is affecting Nigerian economy. Because the question boils to the fact that how long will the issue of corruption and greed be over in this nation? How long? Each president will come and the corruption will increase. We don't even know who to trust anymore as a leader. We don't know. That's just the problem. But may God help us. And my prayer is that may the oath of allegiance sworn by any of these highly placed public officers continue to work for them according to their handwork and loyalty to Nigeria. Because we don't know who to trust anymore. We don't know who is not full of corruption. Trust me. Because with the look of things, it's like all ministries, government or agencies, parastatals, should be forensically audited to determine the level of decay Nigeria is presently in today. They are supposed to be. Because with the look of things, with the way Nigeria is heading to right now, it's not good. Let's hear what people are saying about it. People were saying that I told people this government is the most highly corrupt government Nigeria ever have. And the president is just watching while all these accusations and counter-accusations are going on. God, won't you save this country, Nigeria? They said, Mr. President, please don't hesitate to jail all these corrupt people. What is wrong with Nigerian leaders? They choose to punish their fellow Nigerians by looting public funds meant to alleviate the suffering of the people, stash huge sum of money in foreign banks, buy houses they will never sleep in. I'm disappointed in them. They will never pay salaries, gratitude, make life less cumbersome for other citizens only to further impoverish, they enslave their fellow citizens. What are they doing with this stolen money and properties? To me, this is craziness, vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. They will leave everything soonest. What a pity for their arrogance and wickedness. People were saying that this year is the year of vengeance. Let's be on the lookout. More secrets will soon be revealed. And God will continue to expose them that suffers us in this country. Their secrets will not cover anymore. That is our prayer. Their secrets should not be covered. Because these people have suffered Nigeria. Trust me. And all the ministers are using their positions to loot Nigerian hard-earned resources. They are. But it's just so unfortunate that our president is just looking. Nothing to talk about it. The reality is that corruption in high places has been the bane of the underdevelopment of these great nations, Nigeria. Because why is it that we cannot trust any politicians in this country anymore? Why? Why? Selfishness, greed, and the inordinate craze of wealth without the least considerations for the plight of others in the society are among the causes of this blatant abuse of office by these thieving public office holders in our country today. Let the president take very drastic measures against any of them found guilty of corruption charges. so that others will learn some lessons, because this is getting too much. Corruption in Nigeria is getting too much, and it is unbearable. So viewers, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Your comment is highly appreciated, and kindly drop your comment at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, we want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We say God bless you. If you are yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below, and also please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will always be the first person to watch our latest news. God bless you once again. Stay safe at this crucial time. Bye.